Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. We're making Perler Bead Keychains for our September Take and Create. So in your kit, you're going to have about 100 perler beads of variety of colors, a keychain, a small O-ring, and for this project, you're going to need your own masking tape, a set of pliers, and an iron. So before you get started, you want to make sure that you have a flat surface that you can work on. You want to turn on your iron to about medium, and you want to gather your supplies. So to begin the project, you want to start by making a sticky mat if you do not have a pegboard. And to do that, you're going to cut strips of masking tape. The first one you're going to make into a sticky circle and place on your flat surface. You're going to take your next piece with the non-sticky side on facing down, place that on top of the sticky circle, and this is going to keep your mat in place. When you touch it, it's not going to pick up and move all over your table. To build on that, you take your next piece with the non-sticky side on the bottom and you place that on top of that. And it'll pick up a little bit, but just simply press it back down. Lightly add the next piece until you get the size sticky mat that you would like to use. And then you can begin your project. And basically, you're just going to start setting the perler beads onto your masking tape. I'm going to go with a triangular design. So I'm starting with 4 in the center. You can pick whichever beads you want and do any designs that you would like.
You want to keep the beads pretty close together so that when we melt them, they'll stick together and form your keychain.
As you can see, Nicole over here is doing more of just straight lines. Okay, and after you have your design, so I have one here that I've already done. The last bead you're going to place, you're going to add a jump ring to it ahead of time. So you'll want to open it with your pliers and then also attach your key ring to it and then close the jump ring over the bead, as you can see here. And then you're going to lay it at the top of your design. It's going to melt right to your design. This is going to help immensely. You could try to put the keychain on afterwards in the jump ring, but it's much harder. It's better to fuse it on with your iron if you can. So after you have your design, it can be as elaborate or as simple as you would like to make it. Take your hot iron. Make sure if you have a parent close by, kids, if you're using this on your own. So you want to place your iron over top of your design and in a circular motion, press down gently until the beads start to fuse together. And then use the tip of your iron where you have placed that bead with the keychain ring so it fuses everything together. So for about 20 seconds, you want to do that. You want to let this cool because the beads will be very hot. You can burn your fingers. After it's cooled, you want to lift your wax paper off the top, flip your design over, and repeat the process on the other side if you want to. If you like the look of the open beads, as you can see, Nicole here has the open bead design. You don't have to melt the other side if you don't want to, but if you want to, just repeat the same process on the other side. Take your iron, lay it on top of the wax paper in a circular motion, go over the top. You'll see that the beads are starting to melt together. Again, go with the tip of your iron over that bead that has the key ring loop on it. Make sure everything's nice and secure. Let it cool. Probably takes a good minute or so, but for time, I'm taking it off a little sooner. You'll see that the beads have fused together. And like Nicole said, make sure that you keep them nice and tight before you place the wax paper over top. When they're not close, then one easily separates from the other. It doesn't fuse as well. Thanks for joining us.